when you are online dating, you have to be a little bit more intentional about it. And that's what I'm seeing, or I'm teaching people to do, is that if we are sick of certain behaviors that we are seeing, we need to actually step up and say so and not accept them. And I find that there's a lot of acceptance happening out there on those dating apps. So first off, create yourself a profile, not just a few pictures and a hey, right? Like, you really need to take the time to create a profile that represents who you are, that says what you want, that shares your needs, and be honest about what you're looking for. If you're not looking for hookups, saying you do not contact me if I am not looking for hookups, and be okay with that. Be truthful about your pictures and invest into getting some great pictures. And that's like a massive difference between guys and girls. Guys don't know how to do pictures. They'll often do that famous selfie from the car or from the bathroom with the toilet seat up in the back. My partner had professional pictures taken. And that's what stopped me. I was like, wow, this guy is actually really egotistical, or actually gives a shit. Well, you know what? He actually gave a shit. And I appreciated that, because it says a lot about a person. You need to put pictures that really reflect who you are and your different personalities. Like if you like sports, show that you're a sports person, right? If you're into dancing, maybe show pictures that you're dancing, whatever that may be. Food, music, whatever. But put pictures of not 10 years ago. Put pictures of you in the last 4 to 5 months max, because a lot of people end up putting pictures that are not truthful, that are not realistic, and that creates room for deception. I mean, there's nothing worse. That would happen to me all the time. I remember back in my days when I was like, why did you put a picture of you when you were in high school? Like, you've changed, he was almost bald versus having a full set of hair. I was like, this makes absolutely no sense. So be truthful about who you are. And again, if you're looking for something serious, you want to be accepted for who you are. So show your true colors. So I always say, at least 3 pictures. 1, full body. Show your full body. 2, a close-up of you. We want to see your face, your eyes. Screw the sunglasses. That can be your 3rd or 4th picture. And then a 3rd picture of you in an environment that you enjoy doing, whether that's a sports, a hobby, whatever. But show people who you are in different facets. And I tell women this all the time. There's no problem with you showing a sexy picture, but you also don't need to reveal who you are 100% on your pictures, right? That's why I'm always very skeptical of women that put, like, I call them the hoochie mama pictures, where they're revealing too much. What do you want to attract? And this is something that you can actually reveal later. Why are you showing all of yourself right away as a woman? Just to be careful on how they select their pictures. That's why I'm always skeptical with these bikini pictures and stuff. But I think it's important for people to see the body type, right? So there's a difference between the two. So great pictures, recent pictures, invest into getting pictures taken. Ask one of your friends, to help you, and then create a profile that's intentional. So those are 2 things. Number 3, read through other people's profile. If you are taking the time to make a really nice profile and be intentional about it, you need to give that back to other people that are doing it as well. And that's why I say being intentional. And as in any given relationship, it's reciprocity. It has to be exchange, right? If you want to be treated a certain way in a relationship, you have to give it back as well. So take the time to read people's profile and see who are they. And then I would say this is the biggest thing. Dating apps have started integrating phone calls. Have been there for a while, but now video calls. So be really careful how you select who you're going to go on an official date with in person. So you need to filter. So that's why I say read profiles properly. Then you can text. Keep the text short. No, don't go on for a week or 2 exchanging texts and whatever. It's like, let's set a phone call, and ideally a video phone call. And this is where you can avoid dating burnout. And that's what people get frustrated. I wasted my time. And we tend to create all these, especially women, these scenarios in our head, especially if there's a little flirting going on. You're like, oh my God, could this be my person? I think I found my person. Listen, I was the queen of creating stories in my head of like people I hadn't even met yet. So I'm like, wow. So be more selective of who you're actually going to give your time before you actually go out on a date and meet them. And that happens through a phone call or a video call, because we can pick up a lot through a person just by doing this. I can pick up a lot on your energy and have some intentional questions that you can ask that can give a lot of information between the lines. And one of my favorite things is like, what kind of books do you read? Because that can definitely give a lot of information about someone, how far they are, or even if they are in their self-development journey, their personal hobbies and stuff like that. So get intentional about the questions that you ask as well.